What did I get up to in my sewing room this last fortnight? And what is a fortnight? I'll let you know that a little later in the episode. G'day, my name is Sean, and this is my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures. Come see what I've been working on, what I've completed, and all the other fun and exciting news. Let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. I got a good amount done over the last couple of weeks. I missed doing my podcast last week, but I just did not have enough to show, and I thought it was better just to show up a highlight reel from our adventures and show more sewing stuff this week. The first thing I want to show you is some progress I've done on the rabbit block from the 100 Acre Woods by Artie's Quilting Co. And you've seen this completed block before. However, I've actually went ahead and did some of the embroidery right here on the whiskers. And then I've also done most of the honey. So it looks like it's turned on its side. I was out with Ali yesterday at a pool party, and I figured, you know, why not take some sewing with me? So I took all my gear with me, and it was fun just sitting out on the porch and putting this all together. The next thing I want to show you is another project, another block from the Art East 100 Acre Woods. We've started Tigger. I've started cutting out all the fabric for it, and that's what I did on Monday during Memorial Day. A lot of fabric cut out, and I've actually got a little bit of it done. Doesn't look like much now, but when we come back next week, we'll see a whole lot more. So this is what we've got done so far. I absolutely love this orange. It's even better in person than you can see on the screen. The next one I have to show you is the produce section by Elizabeth Hartman. This is a project I've been working on for quite some time, but I haven't shown much love to recently because I started putting this block together, the blueberries, a while ago, messed it up totally, and then just put it in the sin bin, which is Australian for like the penalty box. But I went ahead and recut all the fabric for this block because I had to start from scratch, and I've got two of them done so far, and I think they've turned out pretty happily. So that's the first one here. They're both identical. We got to make 3 more of these blueberries very soon in slightly different colored fabric, so that one's going to be a lot of fun. And then the final work in progress I have for you, see, when I do this every other week, we have more stuff to show you, so that's a little bonus, is 2 more blocks of the woven stars. This is one of them here. I love this red, white, and blue. I think this turned out really nicely. And then this one here is red and white. These two have a symbolic value, which I'll explain at a later date. I have several finished blocks to show you later on in the episode, but before we get to that, let's go ahead and do our week in review. And if you're new to the channel, this is a series of clips I take during the week, mostly of me sewing, but also of any adventures we get up to, so I hope you enjoy. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I asked everybody what technique would you like to learn that you haven't either mastered yet or would like to learn, and I love reading all the responses. Some of the more popular answers included art quilting, applique, and foundation paper piecing. Thank you all so much for responding. It's always good to read your comments. It's one of the highlights of me doing these videos. This week I thought it'd be interesting, as I'm starting to finish up a few of the different projects, I'm looking towards what am I going to do next. And I have 2 different patterns that I'd love to get your feedback on, and I'd love to hear which one you'd like to see me start first. The first one is by Artie's Quilting Co., and it is the Anna Green Gables pattern. I have pretty much all the fabric on hand. I have the background fabric and all the other stuff here, so all I have to do is pretty much start cutting it out. It's been on the back burner for way too long. I'd love to get that started really soon. And the second one is by Elizabeth Hartman, and it is the dog park pattern. This one is really fun. I already have all the fabric because I bought the kit for this, so I'd love to hear in the comments which one you'd like to see me do first and why. Let me know in the comments. And so now it is time to talk about my goals for this week, and I'm going to add an extra goal for me this time because my friend Tasha over at Tasha Quilts is doing a sew every day in June. We did this back in January, and I'm going to jump on board and join in on the sew every day in June. So that is goal number 1. The next one is to make more progress on my Tigger block. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to do that. Do clue 5 of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts, and then also hopefully finish these blueberries as well. If I sew every day in June, maybe I'll get these all done this week. Let me know. What are your goals for this week? And so now it is time for our news and events. I had a short come out, and if you missed it, go check it out. I really enjoyed putting that one together, It is a promo for the brand new Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. The sign-ups went live this Friday morning. If you want to jump in on the action, there's still time. There's still plenty of colorways to choose from. And I'd love it if you use my code SEANSEA, because you get a little bonus extra in your order, and then I also get some credit as well. We're having a competition between the ambassadors. I'd love to win that. Anyway, moving on, the next thing is my friends over at Art East Quilting Co. have an event tonight around 8 p.m. Eastern, I think it is, over on their website. They're releasing their brand new patterns. They normally release 3 of them. They're always a lot of fun. I don't know what they are. I don't have insider information, unfortunately, but whatever they are, they're going to be fantastic, and I better take my credit card with me, because more than likely I'll be placing an order, because, you know, I always want more of their wonderful patterns. This coming week, I'd like to get some more videos out for you guys. The Clue 4 of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt should be coming out for you, maybe even Clue 5 if all goes well, and then I'd also plan to get the time-lapse for my brand new pattern, the floppy disk, out for you guys as well, and hopefully the pattern will be following it very, very soon. And finally, I'm very, very happy to be able to show you a few completed blocks. The first one is the bee, which is part of the Fab Farm pattern by Elizabeth Hartman. I'm doing this as a collab with my friend Tammy over at the Siberian Wind, and I did this little bee, and I think this turned out really nice. I used all Allison glass fabrics for the bee itself, which was different to what I did last time, and I think this turned out really well. Let me know what you think. I think the texture on this yellow and black really stand out, and I use different colors for the eyes. I'm not sure if you can notice that here, but I can certainly see it. The next one I want to show you is Clue 4 of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. I think this one turned out really nicely. Last time you saw it in about 5 different pieces, because I made boo-boos and I had to rip out quite a bit of it, but we got it all fixed. It now looks really, really nice, and I'm really interested to see how it all goes together. I think these on the left are part of some stars, but I really have no idea, because usually when I think I've got something right with these things, I'm not even close. And finally, I want to show you one of the stitch-up blocks. This is something I threw together, and I think this turned out really, really nice. It's all random, but it kind of fits together in my opinion. I'll give you a closer look at this, and I think this may finish up my stitch-ups blocks. I think I've now got 15. If I don't, I'll have to make one more, but so I'll have to go count them and let you know next time if I have enough or if I make one more. Anyway, so that's what I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I'd love it if you hit that like button. Tell a friend. I always love hearing comments from my viewers. I hope you all have a great day. Happy sewing, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.